The morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Efeni. Great Malabite, good morning.
Good morning, my friend Ruben.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rufa.
Good morning, sir.
Adesua, good morning.
Good morning.
This meeting in Edo State, I know you are very much interested in that. Now, let's start with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of records. The lead story, seeking peace, Oba of Benin, Chides, Obaseki, Ize-Iyamu over electoral violence. Warns kingmakers against making political statements. Urges candidates to emulate Buhari, Jonathan. No cause for alarm. Edo CP assures monarch. The Daily Trust newspaper. Food security threatened as flood destroyed farms. Rice, maize, sorghum, others affected. It's a major setback, says Buhari. Farmers confused over loans. Experts urge government to support dry season farming. And if you look into that in that newspaper, there's a report that flood kills 15, displaces 5,254 in Sokoto. So the flood is ravaging parts of the country. The Vanguard newspaper, yes, the rage of citizens. Vanguard, rage uncertainty as petrol price rises to 162 per liter. PPMC hikes depot price from 138 naira 62 kobo to 151 naira 56 kobo. Ipman orders members to sell at 162 naira per liter. PDP rejects new price. Reps ask PPMC to halt price hike. I warned. Fayose speaks on new petrol price. Nigerians must resist it. JAF. Serap Kakol call for immediate reversal. Reverse hike in 48 hours. National Association of Nigerian Students. It's insensitive. Academic Staff Union of Universities. CSOs reject new price. APC defends fuel price hike. Says product now available nationwide. Looming recession will be severe. NASIMA, the National Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industries, Mines, and Agriculture. Now, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Outrage over fuel hike. While the New Telegraph has its lead story as NLC, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, kick as fuel price hit 161. The Punch newspaper, outrage as depot price hike may push petrol to 160 naira. Of course, if you check other newspapers, it's outrage. Daily Independent, outrage. Champion newspaper, outrage, or outrage all the way. Well, the Guardian newspaper has a different story. External reserve fall below threshold. We can't get firmer naira with deterring external reserve. Nigeria lags behind South Africa, Algeria in size per capita. Now, if we look at the foreign newspapers, what the Daily Telegraph of UK campaign to get Britain back to work flounders. Yes, divisions over office, social distancing, home working in Whitehall, and lack of slogan. Yes, the campaign to get people back to work in the UK, which was to kick off today, has been postponed till next week because firms cannot meet the government prescribed distancing guideline to bring workers back to their desk. So this public campaign without a slogan for a Boris Johnson who is known for slogans, that is floundering. Then the Financial Times of the UK where the Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Sunak warn of tough economic outlook and rising taxes. Pandemic impact outlined to Tories. Bank of England fears long-term heat. Prime Minister's questions, bluster, criticize. Now, if we go to the United States of America, where the Washington Post is reporting politics cloud potential early vaccine approval. FDA's emergency authority questioned concerns over White House pressure before election. Of course, coming shortly after that attempt to get this convalescent plasma as a measure to bring down the pandemic, that in itself did not get off the ground, despite the White House best effort. Now, if we just come back to these day newspapers, where the Oba of Benin, Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo, Eware II, summoned, yes, I think that should be the word, summoned all key stakeholders, the gladiators in the Edo politics, to his palace. And he did not mince words in telling them that they have brought the state into bad reporting. I don't want to say disrepute, bad reporting. Report Edo in the news for the wrong reasons. This is not the first time there will be election in Edo State. Now, yesterday, the Oba of Benin laid his finger on the root cause, that the difference between Governor Obaseki and his erstwhile godfather, Adams Oshomole, seemed to be at the root of all the tensions. And he told them in clear terms, this is your home. You cannot set your home on fire because you will still live here. I hope the message has been driven home. And all the tigers and the lions in Benin will also know that their leaders have been warned, and their leaders should also go and tell their followers, whether they are thugs, they are motor park touts, that Edo people must vote in peace. Ruben, Rufai, and Adesuwa.
Let Adesuwa go first.
Adesuwa. Adesuwa.
Thank you very much.
Talk about your people.
That should be heartwarming that the Oba intervened.
And you have to pardon me. May I just say, may the reign of the king be long.
Oba Tope.
Exactly. I didn't want to leave out any of our international viewers who may not understand that. But, there was a little of unknown and little of known. Some of the things that the Oba said yesterday, we had heard them before, but some we did not know. For instance, a lot of us wondered why there was no royal intervention before now. Why did it degenerate till this point? But yesterday we heard that the Oba has been making frantic efforts to get these gladiators to the table, but they were evading him. And like you said, Emmanuel Ofegin, we can only hope that the intervention of the Oba will reflect in the election. So we wait with bated breath to see what they do. At the campaign grounds yesterday, after that meeting, we saw that they took the message from the palace to the campaign ground saying, we have just come from the palace and we want you to shoot your swords. But that's just one day after this meeting. We'll wait to see what will happen. Well,
the palace should be commended. That's most appropriate. You see that the threat of violence in Edo State ahead of the gubernatorial election has generated concern from INEC, from the Inspector General of Police, and now we see the traditional stool of the Edo people, the king himself, intervening and appealing to them that, look, this should not be do-or-die politics, because the indications is that, the politicians are trying to play do-or-die politics. Secondly, the Oba's message is not only for the two main gladiators, it's also for other political parties and political leaders in the state. And we hope that, as Ize-Iyamu has said, and Obaseki has also pointed out, I think Ize-Iyamu on Twitter had already said, look, they will give peace a chance, there will be no problem. They're interested in the progress of Edo State people. And that's a message that should resonate statewide.
All we are saying is give peace a chance. Thank you so much.